and welcome to You Write, the podcast where creativity meets community.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Rachel.
Each week on You Write, we challenge our listeners to write a story in just 30 minutes using 3 of 5 randomly generated words.
It's a fun and fast-paced exercise to spark your imagination and get those creative juices flowing.
We'll read your submissions, offer feedback, and discuss the unique twists and turns of each story.
Whether you're an aspiring author or just love a good tale, You Write is your place to explore the endless possibilities of storytelling.
So grab yourself a bucket of assorted Lego, settle yourself in front of a heavily traveled path, and let's dive into this week's stories.
And remember, the only limit is your imagination and 30 minutes. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. How you been?
OMG good.
OMG sick.
OMG yeah.
Oh.
I'm good today. Had a rough weekend, but I'm good today. So I did have a little tussle with my boss today.
Tussle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dish.
Yeah, because I did the new student orientation last week, and she was giving me her feedback. And she's a bit...
How dare she?
Yeah, she's a bit of a micromanager. And the whole orientation was like 6 hours long. And, with breaks and lunch and whatever. But there was about 20 minutes in there where we played a game. And she said that she felt that too much time was spent on the game.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like...
We should invite her to game night.
Oh, yeah.
She sounds like fun.
Yeah. I was like... 20 minutes? You think 20 minutes was too long? And she was like, yeah, for something like that. Yeah, I do. And I was like, okay, well, how many minutes would you say should be allocated to games? And she was like, well, I think that most of that hour should have been spent going over this, and that. And I was like, wait, but an hour is 60 minutes long. So if 20 minutes were allocated to games, that means 40 minutes were allocated to the information. That means that most of that hour was spent doing that. And she was like, I just think that it was too much time. And I was like, so as I asked before, how many minutes would you say? That's what I was saying. Yeah. Should be allocated.
Yeah.
So I was getting really triggered.
Really into the pedantics.
I was getting really triggered. And she was like, 15. I was like, okay, so 15 minutes, not 20. Got it.
Okay.
And
so we will remove 20% of the amount of time spent today on games.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
This is progress?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sure. And then she was like, yeah. And also, I just don't think that you should have had to fill up time telling random stories.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
How dare she?
Oh, yeah.
Does she not know? That is Rachel.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And plus, it's entertaining.
Of course, yeah.
And so, because there
also
was
completely disarming. Like
it is.
Yeah.
It's about being approachable.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's disarming. It's about being approachable. It's about having like a lighthearted environment. And I was like, okay, but what if I like telling random stories? Or what if I want to tell random stories? And she was like, well, then I would ask for you to not do that. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to break with you on this. That's not me. I'm not this militant person. I'm just not that person. My style is very, very different.
It's like, I tell you what, I will pencil you into my calendar in 3 weeks in my next opening where we can discuss your opinions on how I run orientation.
Right. Or how about this?
You can just go fuck yourself.
Right. How about this? I just don't invite you to the next orientation.
Yeah. How about this? Go find a stick. No.
Yeah. No, but seriously.
Yeah.
And also on the feedback survey that I gave the students, and I asked them what their favorite thing was, some of them said the games. And I told her that.
Sick burn.
No, I told her that. She didn't care.
Call the burn unit.
Seriously. I was just like, I just told her, I was like, that's not me. That's not my style. And she is a micromanager. So even like while preparing for the orientation, she's like, did you want to put a tablecloth on this table? And I was like, no.
This is how you handle it. Just be like, okay, sweetie, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just totally patronizing.
Right. No,
yeah.
I'm just totally honest. She was like, did you want to do that? I was like, no. And she's like, what? I was like, did you want to do that?
If so, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And she's like, did you, and she did.
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, did you want to write thank you cards to the guests who came to speak? I was like, no, I don't think that's necessary.
No, that sounds like a complete waste of everyone's time and materials.
And exactly. And she was like, and I was like, did you want me to?
Or would you like to do it?
I'm like, if you are going to ask me and try to be like passive aggressive, I'm not going to be swayed by that.
Or if you're just trying to say like, I kind of want to write some thank you cards.
Yeah.
Then just say that. Go. I'd be thrilled. Go write some thank you cards.
Right. Or be like, as my boss, be like, write thank you cards.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
But if you're just don't pretend like you're giving me control when you're not.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The illusion of control.
Yes. Sorry, I'm not falling for it. Like, either boss me around or leave me the fuck alone. You know?
There's no in between.
No,
Yeah.
there's really not.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about me. How are you?
Quite good. Yeah. So I actually had a lot of fun this week writing this story.
Oh, yeah.
And it actually sparked, like, I wrote a lot I think I actually have a chapter 1 for this story.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's like 3,000 some odd words.
Badass.
I had a great time. It's fun.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, a lot of the story came about like me writing from quitting nicotine. And so it was basically so much of nicotine is like the hand to mouth reflex, like this just oral fixation kind of thing. And so just giving my hand something else to do. So I literally bought notebooks to physically write in. So helpful. And I think it was Richie that mentioned like writing physically in a notebook. Was it Richie?
I don't remember.
Somebody on the podcast, I think it was Richie, showed like their process of writing out in longhand.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think that was Richie. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm starting to understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
From that. Yeah. But long story short, it's been fun.
Yay.
I've had a great time. So
that's awesome. That's very cool. I like that.
Yeah. And Kim and I are leaving the country on Sunday.
Woo!
We're going to Jamaica.
Hell yeah,
for
man.
a week during hurricane season. It'll be fun. It'll be fine.
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
be fine.
totally.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
Right.
Yeah. I was about
Knocking
to say,
on wood.
knock
But no,
on that wood.
it's for our anniversary. So
Your anniversary?
Anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And then following that, I will be in Denver for a few days for work. So all of this is leading into, this is the last episode that we will have until September 12th will be when our next episode comes out.
Damn.
So this episode will air August 22nd. We will have August 29th, September 5th, where no episodes come out. And then September 12th, we will have our next episode.
Yay.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for the prompt that we're going to issue, because it's going to stand for the next couple of weeks until we can get to recording it on the 10th.
Excellent. Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's very true.
But for this week, did you see all of our stories?
Oh, yes. Quite.
And who do we pick?
I believe we're going to read The Auction by NickedYou.
Indeed. So yeah, The Auction by NickedYou. The man stood, walked to the podium, and began speaking. I wished I could understand him. I was at least familiar with the language here, but the city's dialect was so thick, I could only make out every other word. I nudged Balestrano, who gave an indulgent sigh. Just talking up the Bannermen, brief accounting of their haul so far. The Bannermen were a gold-ranked team that had managed to clear a whole dungeon and come back to town loaded down with the loot they had found. The pure volume of stuff they just sold most of it to the Adventurers Guild, which had their own network of interested parties or, like now, could just auction things off. Looks like they did find some actual gear in the dungeon, armor and weapons, nothing fancy. Oh, they're auctioning off the onion toad corpses first. I grimaced. As much as incredible sense of smell was a boon for hunting down a target, it could make adventuring unpleasant work. The new monster they'd found had multiple layers of skin, serving like ablative armor, and released noxious fumes with every layer stripping away. The hands of dozens of alchemists went up across the gathered crowd. Every one of them wanted to study the new monster, find something to do with it, something they could make out of it, or something they could replicate. They're keeping the bodies in a separate area, it seems, Balistrano continued. Thank fuck, Magnus muttered. The sight of the multiple layers of skin had distressed him to no end. Aquilano didn't even reprimand him for cursing, a sign of rare agreement between the two. There were more monster corpses and parts after that, going to tanners and alchemists and more. Nothing an adventurer could use beyond selling to a good tradesman. Well, a necromancer adventurer might get some use out of them. But what adventurers were really waiting for was the next part. The weird items and odds and ends that turned up in dungeons, with strange and useful properties. Healing charms, Balistrano translated. A good fit for our party, but not the best. Our failed gold rank evaluation had been clear. We needed killing power. Let there be a gauntlet, a glove, something, Magnus remarked. He had good weapons already, but was hoping for something more versatile. An effect he could always have ready, rather than a minute improvement on his quality weapons. Oh, Balistrano said, his eyes lighting up. They have an axe. They say it will spin in place. He looked at me expectantly. The axe remembers was his best skill for offense, letting an axe he used be more effective on repeated targets. He was thus always on the lookout for axes specifically. An axe that would spin to deal successive attacks on its own would make him formidable. The problem was that Balistrano was already probably the best member of our team. I was wary, giving him too many reasons to realize he didn't necessarily need the rest of us. But that meant he was entitled to his share of our profits and spending it. Go on, bid, but no more than 5 gold, I warned. The auctioneer talked rapid fire, far faster than I could even pick up the individual words of, though the numbers came through clear anyways. He probably had a skill to make sure listeners could hear the numbers. Balistrano got his axe for 3 gold, a hefty price, but it was a serious upgrade in our combat ability. Next to be auctioned was a necklace that was only mildly cursed and could store vibrations that the wearer could then channel through their voice. After that, a curved bit of blunt metal, not obviously a weapon, that could apparently ricochet endlessly until it hit a target. That was tempting, but seemed volatile. Aquilano denied eyeing it. The last thing offered up for bidding was a single, tattered, fingerless glove. This is it, Balistrano said, and turned to Magnus. Start bidding. Magnus threw his hand up along with most of the adventurers present. It's a glove of lesser strength, Desi, Balistrano reported. It's exactly what he's looking for. I winced. It was also so broadly useful that everyone would want it. We ended up paying 2 silver for it. It was probably about as expensive as getting a glove enchanted elsewhere, but it saved us the trouble of finding someone to do it. So I counted the day as productive.
Excellent.
It is excellent, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that story, it takes me a minute to kind of get rolling with it, but once I'm there with it,
Mm-hmm.
it's really engaging.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel the kind of tension in the room. Yeah, it just, despite not having a lot of scene setting and a lot of description around it, I feel like I can be in this scene pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the auction setting.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really interesting because, I mean, I don't know. I always like a good auction story because I guess because I've never actually been to an auction because I think, I don't know, on TV and movies, it's what rich people do, I guess. And so I've never actually been to an auction, but for that reason, it seems exciting and mysterious to me.
Kind of exotic.
Yeah, exotic.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives it an exotic feel to me.
Yeah. Yeah, the auction is, exotic. I think that works. Because, I also haven't been to an auction.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen plenty of auctions on TV, specifically around, like, cars,
Mhm.
old cars, collectible cars, things like
Yeah.
that. What is it? What's the name of that auction?
CarMax or something.
I forget. There's one
Hmm.
Meacham's auto auction or something like that. It's a big deal for big wig people or
Yeah.
whatever, auctioning off like collector vehicles and some like not so collector vehicles, but it's always fascinating what people will pay
Yeah.
for and like pay big dollars for, because it seems like I could never predict
Mm-hmm.
what something would go for.
Mm-hmm.
I look at something that's like, oh, that looks like a piece of shit. Oh,
Yeah.
turns out it's worth a ton of money.
Right.
It's like, ooh, that one looks fancy. Oh, no, it's actually a piece of shit.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Hey, if you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really I think my favorite line is thank fuck.
Yeah. Magnus. I relate with Magnus.
Yeah. I
Thank
love that.
fuck.
Thank fuck. I'm going to start using that.
Yeah. And that's actually the part where you really start to, I personally started to latch onto the scene, because we start to get some pretty relatable people around us.
Mm-hmm.
And we also start to lay some groundwork for all of the, what I'm going to call party members.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Magnus, we've got Balistrano, we've got our point of view character who, if I remember correctly from the previous entry, is a dwarf.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the quiet one, I can't remember their name, but there's somebody else here with us who's really quiet. We actually do get their name in here. I just can't find it.
Okay.
But so we kind of start to latch on to the party as a whole and their roles within it.
Mm-hmm.
And just based on like some of the things that they're bidding on or that they want, we kind of get an idea of like maybe their class. Like Magnus strikes me as a fighter type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Balistrano is like maybe a weapons master or something like that. But
Yeah.
as far as the party leader, who I assume is the dwarf, because that was actually an interesting dynamic towards the part where Balistrano wanted to buy this axe, this really formidable axe.
Mm-hmm.
They basically asked permission from our point of view character, who said no more than 5 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's just interesting, this dynamic, because our point of view character mentions that Balistrano is likely the strongest one of them.
Yeah.
And
He's
really,
a shot caller.
yeah, doesn't really need any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And yet still listens to our point of view character. Interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the skill the axe remembers. That's a really cool skill.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And I really like that you're being creative with those mechanical aspects
Mm-hmm.
of the story, because those are things that will recur. Like those are things that will come back, because this is a piece of weaponry that will be used later, and that same skill can come back. So the more creative those things are, the more, I guess, entertaining it can be going forward, less
Mm-hmm.
cut and dry and more like, oh shit, yeah, I remember, axe remembers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I want the only mildly cursed necklace.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. It stores vibrations.
Oh, but it's just mildly cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that.
That is very intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be one that I would make note of for it to come back later. It's like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that mildly cursed necklace.
Yes.
That's what it does.
That only mildly
Yeah.
cursed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, this is where this kind of RPG style gets really interesting, because you're
Mhm.
laying a lot of groundwork in here with just these items, and obviously like the characters that we're setting up, but the items themselves almost end up being like characters, and
Mhm.
skills end up being like characters, like
Yeah.
static characters.
Yeah.
They don't ever change. They're always there though.
Mm-hmm.
And so they are things that can recur, and it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I really like the format, and so I'm curious to see what you can do with it, Nick. And this is, to use your word, I think this is a very productive story. I
Mhm.
think you lay a lot of groundwork here.
Yeah. That's true.
And do a lot of setup for
That's true.
moving it forward.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. A lot of the legwork
Mm-hmm.
for future stories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You start to get as comfortable with the party at large the mechanics of the world are starting to feel more familiar at this point. The names are starting to feel familiar, and moving forward is how do we interact? How do all these things play off of each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm really starting to dig this. This is a great entry. Excellent work here. I'm really enjoying this, and I really like this direction that you took with this auction.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the auction setting.
Love the auction. Thanks, NickedYou.
Thanks, Nicked.
And up next,
All Fair Chatwin.
All Fair Chatwin.
The Trial of Mrs. Lockwood.
Hey, Chatwin.
Sup?
Sup, Chatwin.
Sup, All Fair. Okay, so it looks here like we've got
There's a lot of words here.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, that's an excellent way to put it. And I especially liked NickedYou's term for it, pod people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pod people.
Yeah, excellent.
This was very interesting to me. I really enjoyed reading this. And I was really kind of like caught up in like what's going to happen. Because, it's leading up to something,
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of wonder what kind of aliens these are. And I feel like they're kind of like spider aliens of some kind.
Yeah. Yeah, we get so much spider imagery around them.
Yeah.
Like the webs falling from the sky and just like in sheets.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's kind of gross, honestly.
Yeah.
But then the people themselves are described as perfect and beautiful and flawless, So it's this weird juxtaposition. Like they do feel fake.
Yes.
Like
they feel like Stepford Wives.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Stepford Wives.
They feel brainwashed, but apparently, well, so far it seems at least that they're not brainwashed. They're just from a different planet where, they don't show emotions the way that we do.
Yeah, they kind of struck me like hive mind. Like they are drone-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some larger entity pulling the strings. So.
Right, the queen.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like puppets.
Yeah. It just like kind of smacked of many things that I've read or watched in the past about just like a whole village getting taken over. And it's like the Children of the Corn, like Village of the Damned,
Yeah.
They're all just kind of like zombies, brainwashed and I do like the description of the mother and how she looked. I don't know why. I guess maybe just because I'm like a basic bitch, but that's kind of where I kind of got really interested when it was like describing her like flawless appearance. And I was like, ooh,
is it this one?
What is this?
She was beautiful. Even Vicar Farnsworth could see that. But there was something odd about her kind of beauty. Her face too smooth, the skin too perfect, without pockmarks or blemishes or even the tiny pores that even the prettiest village girls perspired from on the hottest summer days. The new Mrs. Lockwood was never seen to perspire or have a single hair out of place.
Yeah, I think that's where I got like really like focused in on the story, and I was just like, ooh, that's where it definitely hooked me.
Yeah, because that's where we set up like mystery.
Yeah,
because up until that point we hadn't even met her because she is titular Mrs. Lockwood.
Yeah,
Trial of Mrs. Lockwood.
You know what it kind of reminded me of was I started watching the kind of documentary about Ed Gein.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's not where I thought you were gonna go, but okay.
Well, it actually, I watch things like that all the time, but it was so graphic. The first episode was all I watched that I actually couldn't finish my food. Yeah, I had to throw out my din.
I thought you were going to say, I had to throw up.
I mean, that would be the next step.
It's like, okay, well, that was disgusting. I'm going to go throw up now.
Yeah, because it shows you haven't seen it?
No, nor will I. No.
It shows.
I don't go in for that.
Actual pictures of.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope,
I mean,
don't want that.
No, don't watch it. But I'm just saying, it shows actual pictures of the victims. And I'm just like, the first time it showed it, I'm just like, because they never show that shit.
Yeah, because
they always blot it out.
And I block out what information I am told about serial killers. So I don't even remember Ed Gein's style for killing.
Well, he was the Psycho guy, you know?
Well, they all are.
No, the guy who the movie Psycho was based on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Norman Bates.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well.
So the Psycho guy.
It's like, well,
yeah,
that's
wouldn't
like all
they
of my
all
thing.
be the Psycho guy? Yeah, but it just like showed, because it was black and white. It was like in the 40s or 50s, and they showed pictures of the things that they found in his house, and it was so disgusting that, like I said, I had to literally stop eating. And I'm just like, could you guys just describe it next time and not show us the actual photo? There's a reason they do not show those photos in most cases. Like,
right.
It is fucked up. But anyway, but the reason this reminds me of that is because it shows a picture of his mother.
Okay.
You know, whatever he calls her, mommy, dearest. I don't know what he calls her. You know?
Inside, like in Psycho.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Who he idolizes. Mm-hmm. But it shows a picture of his mom and dad when they're younger as a married couple, and the mother looks like she's like a 10-year-old. I don't know how old she was really, but her face was like, looked very like kind of perfect.
Like doll-esque.
Doll-esque.
Yeah.
She looked like a fucking doll.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm just like, and for some reason, whenever I read this, that is the thing that like flashed in my mind. I was just like,
yeah, that can't be good. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's not good. If you look that perfect, something's wrong.
And it is off-putting. Mm-hmm. Like perfection in this way, especially described in this manner, it is very off-putting. And so, yeah, you really start to foreshadow through this overly perfect woman,
right?
Mrs. Lockwood, that she's clearly more than she seems, or more than she claims, maybe.
Okay, look at this.
Oh, yikes. Yikes. That's not right.
Oh, yeah.
That's not right.
I know. And it was never mentioned if she, like, what her age was when she got married, but that is Ed Gein / Norman Bates' parents.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up.
But do you see what I'm talking about?
No,
I
absolutely do. Yeah, her specifically.
Yes.
It's like she's very short in stature. Mm-hmm. She has very childlike features. She's very petite, very small. Again, I have no idea her actual age, but I would place her at maybe 15.
Yeah, max.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Yep.
And yeah, that's ugh. Ugh. Things make you go ugh.
Exactly. But this lady in this story is actually tall, or not short.
Yeah, like overtly beautiful. Yeah, and to the point where everybody is just completely infatuated with her. And it seems like Vicar Farnsworth is the only person who is dissenting her in any respect.
Yeah, because he didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and I think literally he's the only one who literally didn't drink the Kool-Aid. Because later on we get to the point where he's essentially calling her out for who she is, for what she is. Mm-hmm. Did you kill them, the boys? He asked. And there was something in the study. I don't drink because my father did. I keep my mind clear. Mm-hmm. Another thought came to him. I remember that wedding feast you and Lord Lockwood threw. You left early, Vicar. A shame. We had a place set for you. Mm-hmm. She said, still with that mocking, serene smile. So yeah, things are really starting to unravel there. Yeah, and that seems to be the point where he like has this epiphany, like, yeah, that was, you poisoned everybody, didn't you?
Right.
Yeah.
He realizes it at that moment.
Yeah. We do spend a lot of time setting the direction to that moment, to that turn. Mm-hmm. And as we've mentioned in the past, like, in order for a turn to work successfully, the direction must be very well established. And just the amount of text that you give us establishing that direction is adequate, to say the least, for that turn to be effective.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's very effectively moving us out of the direction that you established here at the start. So.
Yeah, he's just kind of putting it all together. I felt like the word offspring was very fitting for the pod people kind of thing going on. do not threaten my offspring. And I also think it's interesting that the child was like a carbon copy of her mom.
Yeah.
You know?
No resemblance of the father
Right.
in any way.
Mm-hmm. That's a bit sus.
Yeah. Tote sus, bro.
Tote sus.
Yeah. And then we do get into part 4, and that's whenever it's all just unraveling.
Yeah.
It seems like. All things adapt for survival, Vicar, especially when in a new environment. So that actually is kind of reestablishing what we've already been told at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that which is obsolete must be replaced to make room for new arrivals.
Yeah.
And this is basically setting us up for what I equated to an alien invasion.
I think so.
Yeah.
Seems like to me.
Yeah, because the stars looked bigger than he had ever seen them, and things were floating down from the heavens, filmy veils,
silken banners,
like kites, but coming apart. Yeah. And there's that word, onion.
Onion.
Hey, onion.
Hey, onion. Yeah, so I think it's interesting that they let the vicar live for that long, because at first I was like, wow, it's so obvious that she killed him right now. But then I'm like, it doesn't matter because everybody drank the Kool-Aid. Like everybody is assimilated, you know?
Yeah. Welcome to the Borg. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so why did they let the vicar live? Well, maybe they were just like, well, maybe he'll come around. But then when he didn't, they're like, all right, he's got to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Yep. Must kill him.
Kill him.
Kill him. And it was really creepy when it was like the child was still looking at him expressionless. That is always creepy whenever you see a child.
That's it. It's always creepy when you see
a child, period.
Yeah.
When you see a
Full
child
stop.
that isn't reacting like how a child should, you know?
Or even like at all.
Yeah. And you're just like, are you a demon baby?
Or just demon?
Or
are you gonna kill me now?
Or
I'm terrified.
What are you?
Explain. Yeah. Creepy kids are the creepiest of all humans. Right?
I'm trying to think about that. I'm trying to think
specifically the word creepy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like if you have a creepy kid, a creepy adult, and a creepy old person.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about old people.
Yeah.
I feel like creepy old people might
I don't know.
Be as creepy.
I think kids are creepier than old people.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Kids are creepy as hell.
Yeah.
They're so scary.
Yeah.
Even the most normal of kids kind of freak me out a little bit. It's like they can see into your soul and they just latch onto something and then like I don't know.
Yeah, they kind of can.
But yeah, all that to say, very effective descriptions.
Yes.
All fair, Chatwin. I really like the way that you describe, especially here in part 4, this what we're calling an invasion. I think that was a really effective way of not just outright saying what it is.
Right.
Like leaving enough of it to the reader's imagination that we can put 2 and 2 together and not be lost at the same time. Yeah. Dig me some pod, people. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It was a fun read.
It was fun. And I especially like the name Farnsworth. I'm very partial to Futurama. So, yeah, Vicar Farnsworth. That's all I could picture was Professor Farnsworth the whole time. Old man, Coke bottle glasses. Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Thanks, All Fair.
Thanks, All Fair. That was a very enjoyable read.
That was a very enjoyable read. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
And up next, special edition, The First Day of Classes by Steve Living Room.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Here we are.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's go on and get it.
Go on and get it. So, yeah, this is, I think, an effective way of kind of giving personal thoughts on something in a story form.
Yeah.
Having it like like a PTA meeting or something?
I mean, unclear.
Town hall.
Yeah, it could be town hall, it could be PTA,
yeah.
It could be like a school board meeting or
Right.
Yeah.
I felt that this was just very instructive and admonitory.
Yeah.
It was kind of it was kind of like a condemnation of the American education system. And by the way, this will be a condemnation of the education system in most countries.
I was going to say, I don't think education in America is unique in any way that these are problems that only we face.
Right. It's even more so in all the other countries that I've taught.
Yeah.
I've never been to Sweden, Finland, Denmark. What was it?
I think it was the Finns.
The Finns.
Finland. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure they've got their shit together, but the rest of us don't. So
we are in this story. We are putting them on a pedestal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So I'd be curious to know if the truth of the Finnish education system.
Yeah. Well, I think that in countries around there, they definitely have a better education system. Like Germany, I believe does. I believe that Denmark does.
Yeah. Almost like universal education.
Well, yeah, it's like a more, as is mentioned here, it's more about like developing skills,
Okay.
It's not just preaching at kids for 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And so in America, we have obviously a lot of problems in our education system, but we're definitely like worse than, say, Finland, but better than, say, I don't know, Mongolia.
Yeah.
Just
there
pull
it
that.
is.
Just pull that out of thin air.
Yeah.
As far as like being more student based and task based and things like that.
Yeah, and I do, again, I'm so far removed from the education system at this point, but my experience was always like we are like it is not necessarily expected that we are to grow in these education systems, but it is strongly encouraged. And yeah, student oriented education, and it's not just babysitting.
Right.
Like it's not just being somewhere to be somewhere and not be, out in the world wreaking havoc as a hoodlum,
Yeah.
But that is certainly my experience, and that experience is removed by 20 years now from the public education system. So what its state is as of now, I'm sure I don't know. But I know that we have made steps forward. I know we've made steps back. And there are a lot of things that Steve mentions in here that I completely agree with. The rise of private education and basically withholding of information.
Yeah.
And gatekeeping information and education for those who can only for those who can afford it. I have a huge problem with that.
Which is regressive.
It is yes, it's very regressive, and it's the direction that our state in Texas is in fact going.
Yep.
They're painting it in a light that makes it seem like it's quality of private education for all, but
no,
it's utter horseshit.
It's like, okay, if it's for all, then why not just make it public education?
Yeah, why not allocate the literal millions and or billions of dollars that you have sitting in your coffers that you're literally sitting on, withholding from the public education system because you're trying to pass some ludicrous asinine bill to subsidize private education for those who can already afford it, only for them to raise the tuition costs in the first place. I'm going to take the soapbox. I'm going to go ahead and shelve it.
But amen, brother.
But so Steve, I completely, I see exactly where you're coming from, and I understand the struggles that you're facing. And as someone looking on secondhand, thank you for being a teacher.
Yes.
And thank you for being there for kids and just being aware that they have requirements, they have needs, they need to grow, they need to learn things, and for you to be there on the front lines in the trenches, like you're a soldier, man. Yeah, and all the power to you. And you paint a very hopeful picture in this, only for us to come around and find out this is a dream and this is first day. And it goes from this hopeful picture to this it's just a travesty. It feels like it's a travesty in waiting. It's like you're waking up going to a tragedy. And so it strikes this really hopeful chord. Everybody's like, testify, preach, hell yeah, truth, preach it, brother. Yeah. It's like everybody's on your side. Everybody's on your side, only to wake up. No, no one's really on your side. At least not vocally, not this way. Yeah.
I'm on your side, Steve.
I'm on your side, Steve.
As a fellow teacher, I absolutely agree that, I mean, I teach my classes, but I have more freedom because I teach adults.
Yeah.
College, but I teach my classes absolutely with a project-based methodology, and I am very opposed to just like talking at students. So I 110% agree with you on this.
Yeah, rote work is busy work. It's there to just keep kids busy. It's like a daycare regiment. Yeah. Not to say that I didn't have my fair share of rote work, and not to say that it wasn't effective at me memorizing things. Like, I know every capital of Central America because of rote work.
And I know every helping verb because of rote work.
Yeah.
And I like to recite it.
Yeah. So it has its place, but it is not for everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely not for everything. Damn, Steve. I feel this. I feel this, man. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, thank you.
Amen. Absolutely. Love it. We just have to keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all we can do. And I doubt that's the last time we'll say we got to keep fighting the good fight. So up next, what do we got?
Up next, we've got Richie Posher with The Underground, Claire and Matilda.
Hey, Richie.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Okay, so we're back in this underground world.
Yeah, and I was so excited whenever we figure out that that's where we are.
Yes.
In this cave system.
Yes. Where did you figure that out?
The bioluminescence, wherever that was.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't figure it out till I was reading the comments after the story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Even though the title is The Underground.
Yeah.
But I just, I don't know, like I just right forgot. But I love this setting. I love the underground setting.
I do too, and
it is so cool.
I like how this just feels like modern society. Like these feel very relatable. Like as characters go, it doesn't feel far-fetched. They feel very normal. They behave in exactly the way I would expect two girls named Claire and Matilda who don't want to sit through this man speaking. Like, the dynamic between them feels just so natural.
And what were they there for anyway? Like,
I don't know that we find out.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
And what's more is that kind of struck me as it might be important. Like, like they might should have stayed.
I think Richie said he was going to circle back around to that, but he ran out of time.
Yeah. And that, because it strikes me as important, because that's where we began.
Right.
And they were there likely for a reason. And then they just, essentially cut class and go off. So yeah, I'll be curious what that is.
Somebody mentioned this just is such like a cozy setting.
Yeah.
I want to be there. I want to go to the underground. I want to do this. But somebody said afterwards, oh yeah, and then you find out that they're pickpockets. To me, it just was that they were stealing like swag from the conference or whatever. She laughed as she pulled a pen and notepad from the pocket of her denim jacket.
That's just like swag. Yeah. Like it's like conference swag. Like
I steal pens all the time from things like that.
Yeah, and there's just stuff they give out. Like, oh, here's a hat. Yeah. Oh, here's a mouse pad. Here's a notepad. Here's a pen. Yeah.
Right.
You call it loot. Yeah. Almost like. Did you get you a good haul? Yeah.
Get you a good haul?
Get you a good swag haul?
A swag haul.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what it struck me as. So I didn't think that they were pickpockets.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And if they were, what trivial things to take.
Pens and notepads.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At that point, it's like, okay, if you're a pickpocket and that's what you take, then yeah, okay, that's fine.
Then you're a good person.
Yeah. In which case, I even more want to go to the underground because if that's the stuff that pickpockets take, it's like, this is just such a positive place.
Yeah, this is a great place.
So yeah,
I want to go there and I want to go hang out at the New Cove. No, wait. What is the place called? The cafe?
Yeah, New Cove.
New Cove.
The train began to slow as they neared New
I want to
Cove.
ride the train. I want to go to New Cove with Matilda and Claire.
Yeah.
Can I? Can I go? Can I come?
I mean, it sounds like just the way the train is described, like a high-speed rail system.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had a high-speed rail system.
Bro,
Ugh.
don't get me started.
Ugh.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. Speaking of regressive,
yeah,
the whole setting is just so inviting.
Mm-hmm.
It's modern, it's inviting, it sounds accepting and tolerant and just pleasant.
Yeah.
This sounds like a very pleasant place to be, which is interesting because we're underground,
right?
which implies that we're sheltering from something.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the movie The Village?
Yes.
M. Night Shyamalan?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this, but modern.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This feels hyper sheltered.
Really?
Yeah.
To me, it feels more like what it reminds me of is Hunger Games, the underground what is it, district or
yeah, like the inner districts.
No, like there's one there's different district numbers.
Yeah. District 13. Yeah.
13 is the one with the fancy people, right?
No, that's the one that was bombed and they all moved underground and they live in the silo.
That one. It kind of reminds me of that. It's like they're just, except for this place seems a lot cooler.
Yeah.
But it doesn't remind me of the Village, because in the Village it's like a very, I don't know, like puritanical kind of like controlled environment.
It is puritanical, but they are like sealed off and it's all meant to be a form of protection to keep them isolated.
Right.
And so that's kind of what it makes me think of. It's like they are intentionally isolating themselves from either everyone else or everything else or both outside. So it's like this closed room. So like a closed room story, actually. Yeah. Also, similar stories would be like Silo.
Truman Show.
Yeah, Truman Show. Oh, I dig that one.
Yes.
That's a great one.
I
love that one.
Good.
But yeah, it's giving me those kinds of vibes, like this closed room setting. So if that's in fact what we're going for, then I'm super stoked.
Oh yeah. I want to know more. I want to experience more in this world.
I do too. Yeah.
In this underground.
It's a very rich setting, and especially Claire and Matilda strike me as potentially secondary characters. Like we're setting up tone and maybe even the setting. Like this is just a means of us broadening our view of this place. And we're using Claire and Matilda here to do just that. Right. And we may even still be waiting on our main characters. This could shape up to be a big cast of characters. Lastly, one thing it reminds me of is the book Under the Dome by Stephen King, which is a very big cast of characters. And frankly, it's one of my favorites of King's because of the way he's able to keep it about the people. Yeah. It's so good. And there's so many cool things that you can do in a closed room setting. So yeah, if that's what you're going for, Richie, I am here for it. Very cool. Very cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Richie.
Thank you, Richie.
Yeah.
So up next, the moment you've all been waiting for is this week's Sick Author Burn.
That's what it sounded like.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like waiting to hear it. Yeah. No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
It's so good.
Okay. So before we jump into this, I just want to say that these I know that these are like controversial sick author burns because I know that these are beloved books by many people. So, these are just some different takes. These are hot takes.
Hot takes.
Burns. Hot takes.
Sick hot takes.
Yeah, sick hot takes. Yeah. And so, but you know what?
You're allowed a differing opinion.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
And please, if you differ from these opinions, please express as much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very excited about this because honestly, this is probably my favorite sick author burn.
Can I just say I wasn't sure when you were going to bring up this book. I didn't expect it this soon.
Okay.
But that's on me. That's just failure of imagination on
No,
my
that's okay.
part.
That's
So.
okay. So
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go. I'm just going to jump right in. All right. This is a sick author burn on Dune. Dune.
By none other than Frank Herbert.
That's the one.
That's the one. And this is a review that comes to us courtesy of Goodreads.
Mm-hmm.
And this author just goes by
Sahar.
Yeah, which is appropriate considering the content.
Oh, yes.
Please.
So it is, I pretty sure it's an Arab person, Sahar. But anyway, so I want to read 2 paragraphs from this very long review. And then I want to jump into a little bit. So, a self-spoiling, mind-numbing sci-fi novel set 20,000 years in the future that takes heavily from Arab culture and the Islamic faith. Dune is little more than a contrived appropriation nightmare that has received pronounced popularity of late due to the upcoming remake of the film. So clearly this came out in 2021. Okay. And then,
yeah, prior to the film's release. Yeah.
Right. And then this next paragraph, which I think really just sums it up and all the problems that I have with it. From the derogatory, lazy mythologizing of Arab culture and Islam, world building, apparently.
Yeah. Air quotes. Yeah.
Air quotes. And the utter bastardization of Arabic. There was very little I enjoyed about this book. Apparently, sci-fi involves justifying the brazen appropriation and bastardization of the language, culture of exotic/Eastern people who are alien and uncivilized by flinging the narrative into the future and expecting the reader to be okay with it. In what world, no pun intended, is this accepted as world building? You think Dune paved the way? Yeah, by showing its successors how not to write sci-fi. This was not only grossly unoriginal, embarrassing to read, don't care that it was written in the 60s, doesn't excuse shameless appropriation, but also deeply insulting and disrespectful. Only the whole... Okay, I won't read that part because that was just insulting.
Yeah, but, that one is quite insulting.
Yes,
yeah.
But...
it gets personal after that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happened is I had recently moved back from Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And... at a restaurant I was working at, this customer was like, oh, talking to me, and I was like, Dune, have you read Dune? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no. So he brings me this like copy that he has, and a really beautiful copy. Anyway, and I read it and I was outraged. I was appalled. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was just, oh my God. I was like, what in the literal fuck is this person doing? And it was the appropriation of Islamic culture and the bastardization of Arabic. I'm sorry. That's what I thought.
So one thing I distinctly remember you beginning to read Dune.
Yeah.
And while you were reading it, like you like checked in with us, like every once in a while, and you like mentioned like, I distinctly recall you having to begin a fairly positive experience with the text. By the end, you were outraged.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like there were moments that you were like, I am enjoying this. Like I can't put it down.
Yeah.
Like it was engaging and it pulled you in. It had something there to trap you.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
Yeah.
But by the end, I distinctly recall your utter contempt and outrage for it as a whole, and nothing that came prior could save it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if you recall those moments of like you actually enjoying the text.
Yeah. I honestly think that at the beginning, I did enjoy it because it put me kind of in that Middle Eastern setting. And I was like, and I love that setting.
Yeah.
And so it kind of like took me back, and I think that's what I enjoyed about it. But then that's what became so
outrageous,
so
contemptible.
Yes. And so I honestly, as I was reading it, I was thinking, okay, this guy must have visited the Middle East at some point and came back. My exact thought was he came back and wrote this book thinking that the vast majority of his readers were never going to visit the Middle East. because he was just going to yoink stuff. That's how I felt. I felt that he was yoinking stuff from Arab culture.
And claiming it as his own. It's
Yes.
like a form of plagiarism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appropriation.
Yeah. That's a better word for it.
But morphing it into something that would like fit his narrative better.
Mm-hmm.
You
to
know?
serve him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Morphing it to serve him and then putting it out there and being like, they're not going to notice. They're not going to know. Because let's be honest, how many of these people are going to go to an Arab country?
Yeah.
Or something.
I'm curious to dive into this a little bit. Okay. For context, I haven't read Dune.
Okay.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
I'm aware of its themes, I guess. But as far as the text itself, I really don't know. I'm also not familiar enough with Arabic culture to say if something was appropriated or if it was yoinked from Arabic or its culture and or its religious Islam.
Yeah.
So I can't speak to any of that. What I'm curious about is two schools of thought. Doyleistic read of this book versus the Watsonian version of this read. So Doyleistic being like your take at this point, like you're looking at the author and saying like these are choices that you made and you're yoinking this from these cultures and from Islam, from Arabic. And so this is an outrage. Yeah. This is unforgivable. This is a crime. And basically you are using the history and culture of another people to serve your bottom line, essentially.
You're using your ignorant understanding of their culture
and your ignorant audience.
Yeah.
Your audience ignorant of this culture.
Yeah. Your ignorant and shallow understanding of this culture. Yeah.
And painting it as an exotic sci-fi people. Okay. The Watsonian side is he to some degree bringing this culture into for the lack of a better word, and I hate that I'm using this word, zeitgeist of the American people, to where we are now given the opportunity to even fathom this culture where we otherwise would never have.
Maybe for people in his time in the 60s.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's the best grace that I can give Frank Herbert, because frankly, reading through the review that you sent, that's heinous.
Yeah.
Especially whenever they start diving into specific examples of like words that he's pulling out and their textual translations.
Yes.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah. So for the audience in the 60s, yeah, maybe. But obviously modern day, no, because our world, we've got the internet.
Yeah.
And we've got world travel happening all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and speaking of the words that were stolen, I think one of the most like ridiculous lines in that book was whenever the freemen, I believe it was, were like, Muzain, Walla, Muzain. And I was just like, dear God, why? That means not good. I swear to God, it's not good. That's what that means.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not even trying to hide.
No.
So
in some of the words, he changes them slightly.
Yeah.
And that's
almost
why,
like one was a contraction.
Yeah.
Like of two words.
Some of them he'll change them slightly, but some of them he just puts it right out there. And it was almost just like he for an audience who doesn't know Arabic, then that sounds cool and exotic. But if you know Arabic, it sounds like a 1-year-old is speaking.
Yeah.
1-year-olds talk. Okay, a
5-year-old.
I don't know. A 5-year-old, not good. I swear to God, not good.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. And
it makes the people seem very primitive.
Yeah. Well, and again,
really
from a Watsonian standpoint, you could say this is flung 20,000 years into the future. Like you can contrive reasons why they would speak like that,
and that's all addressed. In the review.
Yeah.
But
and they do a great job of addressing it.
Yeah. And so it's just like to me, it's insulting to Arab people because it makes them sound like primitive cavemen. Not
Heathens,
good.
Savages,
Yes.
barely even human. But isn't that a theme of the book in general? Is like they are not savages. They're a civilized people. Granted, they seem to
doesn't-
behave pretty
It
savagely.
doesn't really paint them as the civilized people. I think it paints them as savages,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Okay.
But and then there's the whole conversation of but in book 4 or 3 is the toppling of the white savior trope.
So,
but
yeah, that's condemning right there.
Yeah.
It takes 3 books or however many to get past these very problematic themes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white savior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is a white savior for sure. Okay, and but then if you live your whole life reading these, it takes like a lifetime to read even one of the books, much less however many of them there are. And so
really,
years.
I was like, a lifetime.
Okay, all right. That's an exaggeration, but a long ass time. Okay. And so let's say that you spend the first 2 years reading the first 3 of them or whatever in your free time. And at what point is the white savior toppled? I forgot.
I haven't read it. I don't know.
It's like in
based on the review, I think it was book 3 or 4. Yeah, you mentioned 3 or 4.
And so,
I don't know.
But then what if you die before you get to book 3 or 4? You die just being like, okay, it's a white savior. We've got a white savior here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Or you just give up because it's like, well, I'm clearly reading a white savior book.
Yeah. And the whole idea that Paul comes in, it's very similar to the sick burn from last week. It's like Paul, this very privileged guy, he comes in and he even steals the glory of being a freeman by becoming the greatest warrior in their culture or whatever, you know? Yeah. He even steals that. It's like, wow, at least give us our badassery.
Yeah.
But he's like, nope, I'm taking that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one positive thing the review did have to say about the book is the roles of women.
Yes.
In this book, specifically the Bene Gesserit, and like they're
Bene Gesserit,
Benny and the Gesserit,
yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that was an interesting kind of spark of hope,
totally,
for the book and the role that the women take in the book.
Yeah, there was even more positives, which was that it was it inspired Star Wars
and Star Trek, and
Star
it really
Trek.
was.
So,
it did pave the way for a lot of things. I think most notably Star Wars, space wizards. So that's
and also, just to be fair, I am pretty positive. I know, and they say this, they address this in the review, but the concept of cultural appropriation did not exist. It was not on this guy's radar. Like, it just. It's kind of hard to condemn people with the knowledge that we have now for their behavior back then. I mean, I know that's not an excuse, but it's just something to think about.
Yeah, it's a truism. It's what it is. It is a product of its time, and so are we.
Yeah.
And looking back on another time, we can't excuse who we are because of who they were. So to take it a step further, there are a lot of examples. I can think of several in music history specifically that people were appropriating cultures to sell something, to make their thing exotic. And a lot of that comes at the expense of African American culture. African culture in general gets appropriated a lot. That in my experience, especially in European opera and music, a lot of times they are caricaturized in such ways that it's grotesque, all for a means of selling a point. Like appropriating. It happens all the time, and it happened a lot more than it does now, especially in modern media, because we're aware of it. And so I think it's important to address it for what it is, but also like we don't forgive it.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, so totally. So my reading was definitely shaded by me having just lived in the Middle East.
Yeah, I'm sure that had quite a bit of coloring to your reading.
Oh yeah, because if it wasn't for that, I would not have been outraged by the book. I think I would have just been bored. But it did bring me to the point of outrage. But I will also say that and I felt this way before I ever saw this review. because everybody else was loving Dune. Everybody else was like, Dune, it's amazing. And I was just like, am I an outlier here? Am I the only one who feels this way? And then I remember I would just read at night hours and hours of reviews on fucking Dune. Yes.
Looking for validation.
Yes.
Yeah.
For hours. I would lay in bed just like scrolling, like reading Goodreads reviews.
Yeah.
And anyway,
it's like 5 stars, no. 5 stars, no.
Yeah.
5 stars, no. 4 stars,
nope.
no.
3, I might consider you.
Yeah.
But I did find some 5-star reviews in Arabic.
Oh,
from Arabs.
shit. No,
From Arabs.
No fooling.
No fooling.
Okay.
Look at it on Goodreads and you'll see it too. So, you know what?
So it is kind of, oh no, it is kind of reaching an audience.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part where I always get, when we talk about cultural appropriation, it's not our culture being appropriated.
Uh-huh.
And so hearing from those whose culture is being appropriated, oftentimes they're like, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care.
I don't feel appropriated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, I kind of feel seen for once.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so it's this really fine line.
It's true, and it's so true. And you know what? One could even argue, I'm going to get really meta right now,
Do it.
that by being a Westerner and being outraged, have a white savior complex.
There it is.
Yeah, it could be argued. It could be argued.
You have actually written a story to Do the Right Thing at one point that was a satire on cultural appropriation, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
But it's so weird because it's like we're on the other side of that satire right now. And so, yeah, I'm glad we could bring it full circle here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally.
Because, yeah, the outrage is, I think, not misguided or misplaced. I do think there are some outrageous things that he does. But on the same side of the same coin, it's only bringing attention to a culture that we otherwise wouldn't probably never know about.
True.
And aspects of a culture.
In the 60s, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, in the 60s, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, otherwise, because nowadays you can equate ignorance of a culture to unwillingness, like a willful ignorance.
It's willful ignorance.
Yeah. Yeah, any ignorance anymore is a form of willful ignorance.
For sure.
Yeah.
Unless you like live in the Amazon and don't have access to the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So now we only have ourselves to blame.
Yeah,
we can't blame Frank Herbert anymore.
Right. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you know, Frank, he's loved. He's treasured.
Beloved.
He's beloved. He is celebrated. He is, all of those things.
Yeah.
So I guess,
hot take.
Yeah, hot take. So I guess the main bottom line thing to take away there is, to me, in my reading of it, don't try to be sneaky and give your like fucked up interpretation of a culture, an insulting interpretation of a culture, just thinking that nobody's going to catch it or something.
Yeah.
Do justice to the people that you're talking about. Or if you're, that's what I appreciate about Star Wars, is that he made up his own fucking language. Okay. So if you're going to,
or like Tolkien. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to create this place that doesn't really exist, this fantasy place, make the whole thing original.
Yeah.
Like don't take shit and try to pawn it off as part of your world building when actually you're just taking and regurgitating in a really messed up form an actual world.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Try to be completely original, which is, in my opinion, extremely difficult. Or if you are going to derive from something, credit the something.
Exactly.
Literally, like textually derive it.
Right.
Yeah. Credit where it's from textually. Even if it's fiction, it can still be derived from non-fiction, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Had Frank Herbert just said the Fremen were people who, like, in centuries and millennia, many millennia past, hailed from the Arabic nations.
Right.
Like, okay, now it's textual. And now it's not really appropriation.
Right.
You're crediting
it.
Yeah. And whatever you do with it from then on, is probably going to be problematic as shit because you don't know the Arabic culture and now you're writing about a culture that you know nothing about. So probably best to just be original.
Right.
Yeah. In whatever capacity you can.
Exactly.
Or write what you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a fine line to walk.
It is.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to do anything that broaches the topic of exotic or exoticism.
Right.
Yeah. Which is basically just problematic in and of itself. Trying to be exotic.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So that is this week's Sick Author Burn.
So yeah, thanks Sahar and
Thank you, Sahar.
Goodreads review of Dune by Frank Herbert.
Yes, thank you.
All right, and who's up next?
OMG, up next we have our very own Matt.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna just jump right in here.
Okay.
So this is apparently a continuation.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was going to say, first of all, that I, again, was reading it as AI at first.
Yeah, fair.
Because it's like, even watching through the cheap TV
now.
at AIs, you're like, all right, AI it is. And I actually just played around with it and read the whole thing as AI the first time. And then I went through and did Al. But
yeah, at this point, it's sort of like a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like trolling yourself.
No, everyone reading it.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, so I really enjoyed this. It was a story about a string of arsons, and it was like building up to something. It was building up to something, and I really want to know what it's building up to, but I don't know. But
Okay.
I really want to know.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly that's the function that it's supposed to serve.
Yeah, because the thing that was building up was where it was like, oh, and they're not to blame. You were doing your best. You're not to blame. You were doing your best. And you're just like, and I was thinking, wait, okay, why would he be saying that? To me, it's like he would be saying that if he knows who is to blame or something. But then the other twist and the other mystery at the end is like, they were innocent kids, right? Okay. He's like, they were innocent. He's just staring at me. They were innocent kids. And then it's like, oh yeah, they were just kids, he said. Wait, AI said, looking at the TV and not the line starting to form with his register. I didn't know it was kids who died. Is that what he meant? So then that makes me think, okay, did this guy, did the police chief actually, not the police chief, Bronson Cho,
the arson investigator, yeah.
The
guy
investigator,
speaking,
is he the one who did it? Because how does he know that they were kids? And is he talking about, or does he know who did it? Was it his own children who did it? Was it his child?
These are all exactly the reactions I wanted.
Okay, yeah.
I wanted to just, because that's essentially what a press conference does.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of sum it up myself is the second to last paragraph. I'm afraid that we will be frustratingly short on information today as this is an ongoing investigation.
Mm-hmm.
That was essentially me summarizing everything that came before it. Frustratingly short on information.
Yeah.
That's essentially all a press conference does, is it's like a teaser for the investigation. It's like a movie trailer, a movie teaser for a crime that everyone wants to know about.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. I actually
That's kind of sadistic.
I spent some time going through and watching YouTube videos of actual press conferences for police crimes, specifically police. There's a lot of press conferences relating to sporting events, and that's the majority of what comes up.
Mm-hmm.
But like news coverage of press conferences for crimes that were committed.
Mm-hmm.
And so often it's, this happened, we're withholding this information and this information and this information, which just sets up for an excellent detective story.
Yeah.
Because you're essentially giving all these little teaser bits of information. And then from there, the public is completely in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they all get on to their like Reddit, threads and start like investigating and like trying to figure out what's going on. It's almost like they do that on purpose.
Well, yeah, it is entirely intentional. And it's intentional for two reasons, because one, the public demands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the press demands
Yeah.
something. And so they'll give them something, but they by no means will give them everything.
Mm-hmm.
And at large, they'll give them mostly nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just basically the events as the public could be, events as the public may already be aware,
Mm-hmm.
they will make that information as a statement.
Yeah. It's just to mollify the public.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's always like words. And that's where I kind of went around to like the format of it. Like, wow, he's really not good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just jumps in and starts rattling this stuff off.
Yeah.
It's meant to be more like there's meant to be like a form of even like pageantry to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the mayor comes out and speaks
Right.
and gives his condolences to the family and his
Yeah.
thanks to the
It
team,
is.
to the city, to the police
It's
department.
almost kind of primitive when you think about it.
Yeah, it's like a modern form of watching a hanging.
It's like gladiators.
Yeah.
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 It's like the public wants blood.
Yeah. And this is the closest that we'll get to blood.
Yeah.
So that's
Mhm.
more or less what this press conference is meant to do, is just tease. To tease at the events to come. So
Dang. Okay.
I had a lot of fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
And because this is an ongoing investigation, I can't divulge all the information that I have.
Oh, okay.
But seriously, in all seriousness, I don't have all of the pieces laid out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of arriving at this like the public would.
Mm-hmm.
And I plan on just basically riding along with this with our detective here and seeing like what happens. So I guess the spoiler would be is he gets assigned to this case. That would be like the next conversation, is that he's going to be assigned to this case because the arson investigator has dropped the ball for 6 months straight.
Oh, okay. So I wonder what's going. First of all, the name Bronson Cho is very original.
Cool.
Yeah, very original.
Yeah, I really like the name Bronson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Bronson, I think of a kind of privileged white kid.
Yeah.
Cho, I think of
that chick from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm just like, interesting. And so I'm just really intrigued with the character of Bronson Cho, because he is enraged to the point that he's like shaking. And I'm like, whoa, why is he losing his shit like this? Like, and why can't he solve this? And why does he know that there's kids?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
You'll get nothing from me.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Okay, but you are gonna like eventually, unveil it, right?
Yeah, I'm actually working on it. This is one that I don't mind just kind of playing around with for a while.
I just want more morsels. I want more tidbits. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like so much of the hard-boiled detective story is the detective character himself, obviously the mystery, and it feels so much about like the people around the detective, and so that's a lot of what I enjoyed about doing this. Was I got a chance to use Al and his boss, which we don't really see her here, but that. Like writing that and then being able to bring them in here, like it felt like just a great exploration to make a very rich place, like a rich, like second place for the detective.
Yeah.
So I was glad that I had that available to use, and just have a nice setting to have this press conference that wasn't just actually at the press conference. I actually really enjoyed being able to do that. So that was fun.
Nice.
I really like that.
This is very fun. And I also like your imagery where it's like, he said, okay, it was a tragedy, he said, almost sneering, cheeks flushing to the color of red bricks. I really liked that.
Nice. I feel like that was kind of a tropism, actually.
I really liked it. It just like kind of like colored in the picture. literally.
Yeah, with red bricks.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like that. Sounded nice.
Yeah. If I can stroke my own ego a little bit,
You can.
the part where the shaking handful of notes was so pronounced, Clayton could hear them rustle through the bouquet of microphones atop the
Ooh.
podium. That was my favorite.
Okay.
I liked that I came up with
the
a
bouquet of
because you think about it, like
That's
all
true.
the news microphones.
That's true. It does look like a bouquet.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah. I was a fan of that.
Okay, nice. I like that. I also like the description of Cho. Tall, going on lanky, Coke bottle glasses, thinning mustache, and a deep commanding. Oh no, yes, and a deep commanding voice.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Do you recognize the nightclub that burns down?
The Static Y bar?
Yeah. Do you remember Static X?
No.
It was an old nightclub in the Depot district.
Oh.
Yeah. It eventually
it
got shut down because they were serving minors.
Oh.
And then it was turned into Heaven nightclub.
Oh, it's Heaven. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never knew it as Static X. I just knew it as Heaven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Static X. And so I was like,
Static Y. Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
So creative.
No, I love that. But bouquet of microphones is pretty great, honestly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had fun writing it.
I had fun reading it, and I very much look forward to the next installment.
Right on.
Can you do that for your next?
It's actually already written. Yeah, I have it ready. It's right here. I'm looking at it actually.
Oh, but did you write it in 30 minutes?
No, I've just been working on that one.
Can you portion it out to a 30-minute
into
snapshot?
30-minute portions?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll work on it.
Okay, awesome. Yay, I'm excited.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so up next, we've got, Reckoning by Walker by Faith.
Yes, we do. We do have Reckoning.
Welcome back, Walker.
Welcome back, Walker.
Do you feel kind of humiliated by your...
Don't do that. Don't call him out. That's not fair.
Okay. He calls us out all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
But yes, we totally did call you out last week. We missed you last week, Walker.
We did.
We did miss you.
Mm-hmm.
We did miss you. But you are back in full form this week. And I think in the past, we've just read poetry.
Okay. So this is Reckoning by Walker by Faith. The man stood, walked to the podium, and began speaking ad nauseum on what he'd seen and where he was from, a broken drum, a broken drum. His onion-scented perfume drew all eyes upon his retinue, a study of the scars that grew in each his crew, in each his crew. I knew before his words began, whatever thoughts were in his plan, the governors wouldn't understand from such a man, from such a man. He said, I came to testify against what any normal eye can see is just a wicked lie. You can't deny, you can't deny. You see, my friends and me, we know that when the summer's gone, it's cold. And while y'all hiding in your hole, we pay the toll, we pay the toll. So go on, tear that hotel down. You'll be the star, you'll be the clown. But when the place I live ain't round, what happens now? What happens now? Finished then, he took his seat, his address to the board complete, the silence in the room replete with shuffled feet, with shuffled feet. To my surprise, the motion stalled. They claimed more study should be called, to keep all safe within their fold, both young and old, both young and old. And thus, instead of detonate, the governors chose to renovate, transformed into a gilded gate for wards of state, for wards of state. My fellows, may your voices ring upon each hallowed gathering of those who choose to heal or sting, their reckoning, their reckoning.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And
Yeah.
what careful work you have here.
Mm-hmm. I loved reading this.
I did too.
Yeah.
It's so evocative.
It really is.
It has such clear. Well, it's narrative.
Yeah.
But it is a narrative poem, but it is like a lot of poetry. It's not obvious than what we're driving at.
Right.
Like so much of this feels interpretive.
Mm-hmm.
So the reader is meant to interpret this despite its narrative nature. So I'll ask, what did you derive from this?
Man, that is a tough one because
it really is, which is why I hesitated even asking, frankly.
Yeah. I didn't really know. But I did. It was weird because my mind kind of went to like the education system. Really?
Fucking yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it may be recency bias,
Yeah,
but
I feel like
kind
it
of
was
went the
recency
same
bias.
direction.
Yes.
There's so much there, and I wondered if Walker was inspired by Steve.
I did too. I really did wonder that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just specific things. I think it's here. I knew before his words began, whatever thoughts were in his plan, the governors wouldn't understand. For such a man,
Mm-hmm.
like that just strikes all the same notes, like what Steve is mentioning, and the policies that we were discussing. It just feels. It strikes all of those feelings, and it certainly strikes me as it's striking some political chord.
Yeah,
here.
I kind of feel like it was too.
Yeah. And I think it's that word governors.
Yeah.
Governors is doing a lot to drive my understanding.
Yes, that, and just that it's an address to the board. You know?
Yeah, like a school board.
Yeah. Wards of state.
Wards of state. Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's so much leaning into that theme. And then we get to, so go on, tear that hotel down.
Mm-hmm.
That reeks of Trump Tower. You'll be the star, you'll be the clown.
Mm-hmm.
But when the place I live ain't round, what happens now? What happens now?
Yeah. I really liked the slang note that it took, where it's like, while y'all hiding in your hole.
Yeah,
I liked that.
I also like that, and I like it because it clues us into who's talking.
Yeah,
like this is somebody who speaks colloquially. They're not polished. They're not proper. Yeah. But when the place I live ain't round, what happens now?
Yeah, so I do see this as some type of like a town hall or something, and somebody gets up to talk about the education system.
Yeah, and I'm just now realizing the things that are in quotations. You see, my friends and me, we know that when summer's gone, it's cold. When you're all hiding in your hole, we pay the toll. So go on, tear that hotel down. Like all of that is... all of those two stanzas are allowed. And then we get finished. Then he took his seat. His address to the board complete. Yeah. And so that's kind of the turn that we take. And to my surprise, the motion stalls. Yeah. They claimed more study should be called. So it was an effect. Like this person speaking had an effect to the point that they were able to stall this motion and claim more study should be called. Yeah. Yeah. It's very, very effective.
It is.
Yeah. My fellows, may your voices ring. Yeah, this is the one that's kind of almost meta-textual here. My fellows, may your voices ring upon each hallowed gathering of those who choose to heal or sting their reckoning. Yeah.
It's almost like saying, be sure to show up at town hall events.
Yeah. Make your voice known.
And make your voice known. Yeah.
Yeah. Or also, it could just be a statement of vote.
Right.
Go vote. Make your opinion known. Yeah.
Yep. Very effective.
I love this, Walker.
Me too.
Digging into the comment, Walker, you invented this form?
Oh, yeah.
In the early 2000s?
Yeah.
And the internet corroborates it?
Monotetra.
Yeah,
I didn't ask Al about it, but I did Google it.
I love that.
And impressive.
Yes.
I mean, I've got to give you props for that. That's impressive. You created a whole form of poetry, a whole meter.
Not just created, but coined and are credited for its invention. That's wow. Had I known, I would have pressed you heavily in our interview.
I would have gotten your autograph in our interview.
I would have pressed you for so many details about what led you to this form.
Yeah.
And what I guess your predilection towards poetry and the means that you took to even think like, I want to derive something new, something that's basically a standard, a modern standard of poetry.
Right.
Utterly fascinating.
And props to you for waiting this long to flex on us.
Yeah. And
that's
to
impressive.
Wait that long in the comments to flex on your own format.
Yeah.
Man, if it was me, I'd have been like, hey guys, check this out.
Yeah.
Links to article.
By
I
the
made
way,
this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I also, but even more than your creation of that, I love your creation of the word democracy.
Yeah. Democracy.
Like democracy.
Yeah.
Because then it just sounds like you got like a early nasal.
Democracy.
Democracy. Democracy.
Yes.
Democracy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, Walker, creative as ever, man.
Yeah, love it.
I genuinely love this.
Me too.
Yeah, you need to put this somewhere for other people to read, not just us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he did. Maybe it's published. Who knows? We don't fucking know.
All said, lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Very lovely. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for doing poetry. I love it.
And our final story for this week is The Ramble and the Run by Jake.
Yep.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake. Welcome in. Yeah. And so this is told in 2 parts.
Yes.
And we get this sort of speechifying guy. What's his name? The speechifying guy?
Reverend Walking Mike.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Love that.
That was a choice.
That was. Wow.
Oh, man. And he's the villain.
And he's the Reverend.
Yeah.
Walker, are you gonna say anything about that?
Yeah.
Or
you got anything? Got any notes? In your notes, Walker? Any?
Just checking.
Any
retorts? I don't know.
I don't know nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we get Reverend Walking Mike Hilton getting fired up. If you love God, can I hear you testify?
Testify.
The people testify.
You better testify.
If you love Jesus, can I hear an amen? The people amen.
Amen.
If you are wishing our dear friend Patrick Finnegan into their welcoming arms, can I hear hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Reverend Walking Mike Hilton was getting fired up now. Yeah, I love God.
God.
Yeah.
God.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
This guy, this Walking Mike here, reminds me so much. And this is the second time I'm going to reference.
Don't say it, gemstones. No. Righteous gemstones. No.
Actually, well, that's a decent pull. Yeah, Righteous Gemstones. Utterly hilarious show, by the way.
Yeah.
It actually reminds me of Lester Coggins from Under the Dome. Pastor Lester Coggins. Or Reverend Lester Coggins. I can't remember what his denomination is. But he's like this fire and brimstone preacher. Like, one line that always stuck out to me about him in that book was he's praying, shirt off, self-flagellating himself, and he says, God, hear my prayer. God, hear my prayer. God, hear my prayer. God, hear my prayer. Yeah, it's just like he goes each sentence just to emphasize each word independently, all while he's like flagellating himself on his back.
Love that.
So that's exactly the image that I got about Reverend Walking Mike Hilton, because they're both guilty as shit.
Oh yeah, you know what it reminded me of?
Huh.
One time in Mongolia. No, I'm just joking. I'm just
God
joking.
Damn it.
I'm just joking. No, what it reminded me of was the movie The Apostle.
Okay, I actually haven't seen The Apostle.
Okay, Robert Duvall. Yeah, it's so good, and this guy is such a crook. Yet he really, really believes in what he's selling. And this is like what I'm picturing right now. That's exactly how he talks.
Uh-huh.
And he's all like sweating while he's preaching. And I think about this one line from that movie a lot where he attacks his wife is having an affair and he hits her lover over the head with a baseball bat.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then he flees because he thinks he probably killed him. And then somebody asks about the lover and is like, what happened with him? And Robert Duvall's like, he's probably on his way to glory right now.
Huh.
So in other words,
he did.
He did.
He did.
He did. I killed him.
I done killed him.
I done killed him. Anyway, yeah, that's what I was picturing.
Yeah. All that to say, a very colorful character.
Mm-hmm.
I really like how well you can establish this type of character and how quickly you get us rolling with this rambling man.
Mm-hmm. Lord, I was born a rambling man.
He swept a hand out and warmed them with his grin, studying their faces to see how that line landed. Everyone looked enraptured.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he is kind of a con man. He's a con man, like even in what he's saying. So he's not really wrapped up in what he's preaching.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrapped up in the glory of being the center of this moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and kind of gets off on this.
Yeah.
Then someone stood up in the back, and the good reverend said his first genuine prayer in his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
There is so much characterization happening in that one sentence. Yeah. There was no way he was in hiding and doing it so well. In fact, that none of his men were able to find them. He wouldn't be so bold as to come right out to him at the funeral, no less.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, who's here but none other than
that guy,
Detective John Browning.
He was bold enough.
He was quite bold enough. Yeah. And part of this felt a little metatextual whenever he's like, he jumped the gun just the slightest bit. Mm-hmm. Basically kind of Jake's way of saying like, I'd planned on this being later, but fuck it, we're going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here at the funeral.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I think is a very clever way to turn us to the end of this story, I guess. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed these stories.
Yeah,
especially if this is how you wrap it up. What just a fun trilogy, I guess. And to end it in two parts this way was, man, you got a fan here.
Yeah, that was very, very nice.
I liked this. Mm-hmm. I liked this a lot.
Me too.
Yeah.
Mama caught me with my hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah. Walkin' Mike Hilton had gotten that name from putting in miles of footwork in LA's more sketchy neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. All of the name of God.
All in the name of God.
Yeah.
Is that true, Walker? Did you do that?
In all those days, he never ran, only walked. Mm-hmm. I love that touch. That's a wonderful touch. And that's how like he coined his name. He never ran. He only walked.
Yeah.
Walking Mike Hilton. Yeah. After a token attempt at talking the cops down from arresting him, a look spread across his face. It said, "Oh fuck, Mama caught me with my hand in the cookie jar." Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like a zombie.
Love that.
He never runs.
I love that line. There's so much characterization happening here. Mm-hmm. You have a great way of characterizing these people very quickly. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
Me too.
That's for killing one of us, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Son of a biatch. Yeah, I liked the part where after he'd been read his rights, John approached him in the police car. He gave him a solid punch in the gut and then grabbed his head and the Rev's head and banged it into the cage. That's just very cliche and I like it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah, and that is how that would go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kill a cop, the cops arrest you, they go fuck you up.
Oh, yeah. Probably worse than that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, hey, thank you, Jake.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you very much. And that is all of our stories for this week.
That's it.
So thank you, NickedYou, for being selected here today, as well as All Fair Chatwin, Steve Living Room, Richie Posier, me,
Matt.
I did a thing.
Matt.
Walker by Faith and Jake, also known as the Prismatics 19.
Woo!
Thanks, guys. Thank everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
And that moves us into
episode 51.
Episode 51.
Woo!
Welcome.
Welcome. Come on in.
So, for episode 51, and as we mentioned at the start of the episode, we've got a pretty long break from the episodes just because I'm traveling so much.
When are you coming back again?
I will be back.
When is our next episode? When is our next episode? Sorry.
We will record our next episode on September 10th. So that is 1 to 3 weeks from today.
Perfect.
Will be whenever we record, which
Plenty
is whenever
of
the
time.
next stories are, I guess, due?
Due. It's homework.
Yeah, homework.
It is homework.
I was like, is that the right word?
That is, yes.
This episode is airing on Friday, August 22nd, and the next episode will air Friday, September 12th.
Okay. Yep, that's right.
That is. So we've got quite a bit of time. So with that in mind, for this prompt, we ask you to write continuations.
Yes.
Each week, we ask you to write a 30-minute continuation of one of your stories. Just one for both weeks.
Yes.
So the idea is that we're going to take them and we're basically going to read them as a single entry.
Right.
So it's going to be a little bit longer for us, but I think so long as it's the same story, it'll be easier for us to manage.
Yes, exactly.
2 weeks worth of stories that way. And it also gives you guys a chance to broaden something that you've been maybe hankering to
expound upon something.
Yeah.
And I think that we should call it longest bember.
Okay.
Because it's partially August. It's long.
Longest member.
And it's partially September.
Or we just call it longest.
But part of it's in September though.
Longest member.
Yeah.
Longest ember. The
I like-
longest ember.
I like longest bember.
Longest member. Okay.
But it will be spelled LONGUSTBEMBER.
Of course. Yeah.
Longest bember. Yeah.
Longest member.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if we spelled it longest LAUNG?
I kind of was thinking that.
Longest.
You're right. You're
And
right.
now it's
You're
just
right.
confusing.
LAUNGUST.
ST. Yes, of course.
Bember.
Bember.
Longest bember.
Yeah. No hyphen.
No.
Of course.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that is your prompt. Longest member.
Right.
Yeah. So just continue a story across a couple of weeks. Try to keep it down to 30 minutes each week, but it's going to be a single prompt, so it'll just be a single set of words.
Yeah. So actually, that said, I was thinking the words could give you an idea about which of your stories you want to continue. You know?
Certainly could.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the words to accompany longest member are reporter, stable, sample, proof, and virus. Shit.
Oh, fool.
Oh, shit. Virus. The real curveball there. Virus was a curveball.
There was.
Yeah. Okay, so reporter.
Yes, reporter. So reporter is usually a person, but it can also, I guess, be a thing, maybe, that reports something. So, but it's usually a report. It's a person.
Yeah.
Who reports things.
Yeah.
Oh, and interestingly, port means to carry. Means back. So carry back. And then is the
person who carries back.
Yeah. One who carries back. Yes.
Yeah. That chump who carries back.
Right.
Yeah.
One that carries back is a reporter. Reporter is a noun. It cannot be a verb. I do believe that it can be an adjectival noun.
Welcome to the reporter station. And our next word is stable.
Oh my God. Oh, this. Whoa.
Oh, shit. What have we done?
Okay. So stable All right. As
Oh
an
my God.
adjective,
There's so much, right?
I know.
Yeah.
As an adjective, it's like stable is like not fluctuating,
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
would say. And then as a noun, it's like where horses live.
Oh.
Horses.
Horses.
Well, it's where they hang out,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. I would say it's their abode.
Well, I mean, they're not in there all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it is where they hunker down.
They hunker down in there. Yeah, it's where they hunker down.
where they hunker.
It's where they hunker. Yes. Stable.
Uh-huh.
Stable.
Yeah.
What else is it?
As a verb, you can make something stable.
Really? Wouldn't that be stabilize?
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah. You can stable horses.
Oh, yes. Put
Yeah.
them in a stable.
Yeah.
True.
It is. It does revolve heavily around
Animals.
equine.
Well,
No, is that equine? Is that horses?
yes, that is.
Okay.
But
Bovine is cows, right?
But I feel like it's bovine as well.
Yeah.
Well, in
Yeah.
Mongolia it is.
I feel like when referring to cows, it's more barn. Like you put the cows in the barn.
Well, it depends because in Mongolia they keep the calves in the stable every night. They stable the calves.
Okay. So yeah, equine, bovine. Yeah.
What's the word for sheep?
I know goats is.
Wait, it's ovine.
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 And goats is caprid.
Probably.
Yeah.
Caprid, ovine, but it could be caprid.
Ovine may refer to goats as well. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ovine, bovine,
Equine.
equine.
All the ines.
What about camels?
Treans.
Bactrian.
Yeah, it was like dromedarians and Bactrians. Like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
But all of them can be stabled. Oh, I used to have a stable in my backyard. Me and my brother. Well, my whole family, I guess. But me and my brother, we called it the kitty corral. But we would stable tumbleweeds.
Cute.
Yeah. We would round
adorable.
them up.
Did you put little eyes on them? Like little googly eyes?
No, we should have though. But we would do tumbleweed roundups. Yeah, we would lasso them.
Of course.
And then we would bring them into the stable and we would stable them there and we collected them. Our parents were like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, so you can also refer to someone as being a stable person.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a stable boy?
No, like as an adjective. Like, well, yeah, I guess that also is an adjective.
See, that in stable boy, though, it's an adjectival noun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But like a stable person is someone who's like grounded.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
I thought you were being very politically correct by saying stable person instead of stable boy. A stable person, a stable individual.
Yeah. Like I just think grounded, you're stable, right? Like you're stable. You're not going to go off the rails. You're stable.
I'm not. Are you asking me
personally?
Okay,
No, hypothetically.
I'm like, no.
This hypothetical person who's stable, not you.
Right, because I am not. Yeah, stable. It's a good word. I really like that word.
It's a good one,
honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so our next word is sample.
Sample.
Okay,
Sample is definitely a verb or a noun. It can also be an adjectival noun. Sample station. Oh, that's like the grocery store on Saturdays.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sample station, boy.
Yeah, if they're doing it right, many a sample
Multiple sample stations. Yeah. So sample is like to try something, to taste something. In a noun form, it's something that you try or taste.
Yeah. And also as a noun, there are music samples.
Oh yeah.
That's also
that's
a verb.
Yeah, to sample somebody's music. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then go ahead.
Yeah, exactly that. You sample music and you can use it it's often used in electronic music.
Yeah. And also in a, medical context, a blood sample.
Ooh.
A urine sample.
Mm-hmm. A biopsy.
Ew.
Is to take a sample of some diseased thing.
Ew, sick.
Gross.
But yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So exactly. a sample, they take a sample. I think that, I think that in a medical context, it has to be a noun. I don't think that it would be a verb.
You can't say.
Sample is like
I'm going to sample this.
I'm gonna sample your blood. Yeah, no.
That sounds like you're gonna like
Ew, taste
take
it.
a sample taste. Yeah.
Gross.
Ugh.
Yeah, so no. Mm-mm.
No.
I think as a verb, it has to be something that you're either going to consume or use musically. Or
Yep.
no, a sample. No, I'm going to sample this, isn't it?
I can't decide.
Because I'm not going to be like, I'm going to sample this outfit. I wouldn't say that.
I'm going to try this outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those
very specific,
and
context.
its uses are very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like drag and like pull.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
If I were a non-native English speaker, I would avoid this word like the plague.
Yeah. Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Just stick to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In its verb form, I would probably use the noun a lot if I were a scientist.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And our next word, proof.
Proof. Again? Haven't we done this?
Have we?
Yeah. Like
Well,
a
shit,
geometric. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
proof.
all right.
Shit, damn it.
Okay. Damn it, why
We're
not?
here
Okay.
again.
All right, so proof. It is a noun. It can be an adjectival noun, the proof station. So proof. It's like a dark room is a proof station.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you got photographic proofs. You've got geometric proofs. You've got algebraic proofs.
We can just call them mathematical proofs, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to prove that I know different types of math names.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, proof is like evidence.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Proof.
Yeah.
And our last word, virus.
Virus, right. Virus, well, it's a noun. Oh, it can be an adjectival noun. Yeah. A virus sample.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a bad thing. Are there good viruses or?
You could call a vaccine is technically a good virus.
Yeah, that's true.
It is technically still a virus used
true.
to inoculate.
Used sparingly.
Inoculate.
Yeah.
Inoculate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Inoculate.
Inoculate.
What does inoculate mean?
That's nothing. Nope. Inoculate is nothing.
Okay.
Because it pulled up the definition for inaccurate.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
That's nothing. All right. So, yeah, inoculate somebody with a virus so that their immune system can create antibodies and therefore be immune to it.
Right. Thank you, Louis Pasteur.
Thank you, Louis.
Lulu.
Lulu.
Good old Lulu.
Oh, Lulu. And also thank you for the pasteurization method.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for all that.
That's the second time we've brought up Louis Pasteur on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember bringing him up before.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that a lady recently died of rabies.
No shit.
In the UK.
Well.
Yeah. Sorry. That was a downer.
Damn
Mm-hmm.
dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the thing is, like, seriously, just get a rabies vaccine. Because, like, once you have it, you don't know it until it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah. And is that a vaccine that, like, do you have a rabies vaccine? Do most people get rabies vaccines?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So, okay, this is interesting that you mentioned that because I actually went to the doctor this is months ago, maybe a year ago, something like that, with symptoms of
hydrophobia.
No, it was shingles, like symptoms of shingles, and so it's
herpes.
It's a form of the herpes virus, but it's like body pains, and it's always like one side of your body or one side, like one arm or something. It's all very imbalanced. Like, oh yeah, this screams shingles.
Yeah.
But it presented no rash or anything. It was just the sensation of
the nerve pain.
Exactly. Yeah. So I presented with those symptoms. First time I've ever had it. I go to the doctor because I was like, this is really weird. And I've been having these pains for like weeks. It's not going away. And they're like, oh yeah, it sounds like shingles. I'm like, okay, what can I do about it? It's like, well, without a rash, we can't test for it. And if we can't prove that you have shingles, we can't give you the vaccine until you're over like 50 or something like that. And I was like, so I am not eligible for a vaccine for something that I am showing clear symptoms of. And they said, yeah, End of story. I was actually really frustrated that I couldn't get a shingles vaccine because
you're showing symptoms of it.
But I'm not presenting a rash, so they can't prove that I have shingles.
But even if...
Like, it felt like they were calling me a liar. Like, they were saying I was hypochondriac or something, and I was like, I'm just here so I can get a vaccine for something.
But pause. Even if you were showing symptoms, isn't it... Because, like, a vaccine is preventative.
Right.
So that would just be to prevent a future episode of shingles?
Right.
Okay. Weird that they wouldn't give you that.
Right. Yeah, I was actually I was really frustrated and upset by that whole experience. So it's like, I'm not making this up. Yeah. I didn't know that that's what the symptoms even were until I had them, and here I am, and now you just told me that's what it is. I had no idea. I came in, it's like...
They're like, you have this, but we prove it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what it sounds like. You can't have the treatment.
Yeah.
God, that was so frustrating.
But I didn't know there was a shingles vaccine.
Apparently, yeah, there is.
Huh.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah. Science.
No, it's weird that there's that, but there's not other vaccines.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Other ones.
Other shit.
Other shit. I don't know.
Like a gonorrhea vaccine.
A
crabs vaccine.
Yeah. Why not?
Because they're not viruses.
Okay.
At least I don't think gonorrhea is. I think that's all bacterial.
Well, okay, but what about
crabs is
other types
bugs.
of herpes? Are there vaccines for that?
That I do also not know.
Because I feel like if there were, then everybody would be getting them.
One would think.
Yeah. So that makes me think that it doesn't exist.
Well, they specifically said shingles vaccine.
It makes me think that ones for other types of the herpes virus do not exist.
Yeah, that would track.
You know? So why is there...
the conspiracy theorist in me, which is basically non-existent, would say it's like, oh yeah, it's big government trying to keep people infected with STDs.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I honestly think it is.
Shit.
No, I for real think it is. There's a fucking shingles vaccine.
But not a herpes.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, government. Wow.
Wow, government.
Wow, government.
Big government.
Wow, government.
You're just killing us all with herpes.
Fuckers.
What a weird turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so those words again are shit.
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. You guys will remember it. Just listen to the episode again.
Yeah.
Read the prompt.
This is my way of saying I lost the words.
Yeah, but
because they are randomly generated and the generator failed.
Yeah.
And so they're gone now.
It's okay.
But we said them.
Oh.
And those are the words.
Yes, we did. So, if you want to be like these lovely writers and submit your story to You Write, head on over to our subreddit at reddit.com/r/YouWritePod.
If you're unable to submit a story, that is totally fine. You can help out by reading and commenting on other people's stories, which I feel like we had an excellent discussion this week.
Definitely.
A lot of great participation. Thank you, everybody.
Definitely. Each time you post a story or leave a comment on someone else's submission, you increase your chances of having your story read on the podcast.
You can always reach us at yourightpod@gmail.com. Just talk to us, man.
Yeah.
Just go and talk to us.
Go and talk.
Yeah.
Give us a shout out.
We're chatty.
Yeah. If you like our show and want to help support us, consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/YouWrite.
If you are unable to donate, I totally get it. I am also poor. You can help us by sharing the podcast with other writers and non-writers alike.
And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you know as soon as new episodes are available.
And please, leave us a rating and a review in your podcatcher. I know we're not reading reviews anymore because
there aren't any.
We have none.
Right.
But those are extremely helpful and useful to us. So please, if you haven't, go rate us and review us, please.
Yes. And remember, join us next week on You Write,
a podcast where you write.
Lord, I was born a rambling man.
See y'all next week.
Trying to make a living, just doing the best I can. Don't you understand? I was born a rambling man.